Hello, welcome to Family We've Got Your Back. I'm Michelle Christensen.
And I'm Trent Christensen,
I'm a family
the co-host.
Yes, we're co-hosts. I have studied family science, which is like studying how families stay together and what makes them fall apart, right? And just basic units of society and how society functions.
And I'm married to her.
Lucky dog. Shout out to Haven and Colin. We went to their wedding yesterday. It was beautiful. And shout out to Quinn, Haven's dad. He
did a great job busting some moves.
He danced. Their father-daughter dance was this choreographed, fun little... And you could tell that beforehand he's like, yeah, this is not something that I would choose to do, right? And he did it for his daughter, and he had a great time doing it, and everybody loved it. And so shout out to...
It was fun. It was a fun thing.
Stepping out of your comfort zone and making a great memory.
Yeah, who in their right mind is going to feel comfortable in that situation?
Girls who like to dance.
I mean, the father.
Oh, if he likes to dance, then yeah.
Even if you like to dance, do you like people watching you dance? Like 100 people watching you dance.
There are professional male dancers.
Yeah, they're professionals.
Okay.
That's one.
All right. Well, okay.
1,000th of 1%.
So you're saying a non-dancer man would enjoy this? I agree. That was a very brave, awesome thing he did for his daughter. Well done, Quinn.
Yes.
So anyway, hence the shout out. Okay. So yeah, this week we're kind of talking about stuff that you don't want to do that you should probably do. And that's our daily work, right?
Yes.
Oh, fix it.
Gosh, lady.
I was trying to...
That's good.
There we go. Okay.
Well, it was good.
Okay, technical difficulties fixed. Maybe. Okay.
Fixed.
All right. So, will you run the thing? Because
yes, I'll run it.
Okay. So, what we're talking about this... There was a term in school that I learned, and I was like, oh yeah, that's what it is. And because they use this term, invisible work, it made me have, well, I automatically had a negative connotation for this type of work. I was single at the time, and so when I got married and it was my job to do the invisible work, it was really hard for me. If I hadn't known that term, it wouldn't have been so hard for me.
Isn't that tricky?
And so I labeled it. I had this negative label, this negative connotation in my mind. And it really made my life difficult. The way I thought about this type of work really made my life difficult.
I remember, I mean, I don't remember specifically and the events, but I remember an occasion where you... I don't know if it was pre-marriage or post-marriage, about dishes and how much you hated doing dishes.
Yeah.
And
what's weird is...
So I remember this vividly.
Yeah. I don't mind doing dishes for other people. I mind doing my own dishes. So for me, it's like if I'm serving someone, it's not that big of a deal. So why serving my husband and children? Why is that less valuable to me? I don't know. It just messed with my mind for years.
It is a mind game too, because that's my duty. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah, it's like, what? You made the dishes dirty too. Why don't you have to do them?
Right.
Why is it my job? Right. So it caused just a lot of turmoil within me and within the family. Even we hear the kids, well, I didn't make that mess. You know? It's like, and we're a family. We take care of each other. If you see a mess, clean it up, right?
Yeah.
So the term invisible work is work that nobody notices when it's done, but they complain when it's not. So like laundry.
Yep.
It just appears in my closet. Perfect. No, it doesn't. There's no fairy. Like I saw this video on social media where this guy said he's staring at this table and he
I've seen
called the police. And it's like, my girlfriend disappeared, and I think she disappeared with this magic table.
Yeah.
It's like, ever since my girlfriend moved in, like, dirty dishes just appear clean in the cupboard, and the laundry is just magically done. And anything I put on this table, anything on this table, it just magically
Gets cleaned.
disappears and is clean, right? And so I think my girlfriend fell into this table, and the female cop was like, "Oh, you're a moron." And the male cop was like, "Yeah, I have one of those at my house too." And they're like, "Oh my word, you're so ridiculous." No, she moved out because you're a slob, right? And like, yeah. So it's like, so how do we change the way we think about this work, this daily work that everybody needs to do? Whether you're specialized in your household and you divide the chores so that you can specialize and get really good at them. Like cooking. Cooking is a developed skill that some people would like to nurture and some don't. I enjoy cooking. I don't enjoy cleaning up after the cooking.
Yeah.
So the boys do the dishes. Maybe I'll build character. Go do something I hate and build some character and do some dishes, right? But I hate doing dishes for some reason. If I go serve my next door neighbor and do her dishes, it's not that big of a deal. But my own, so for some reason, they're a big deal. So anyway, so I've been struggling lately, like, with how to redefine the way I think about work, because it's devalued in today's society, in that we call people who care for our needs, and it isn't just today, it's been forever, maids. Yeah. That's the maid's work. And as soon as people get money, they hire the help. They hire help to do these, take care of our daily needs, right? Yeah. And it's looked as like low on the totem pole work.
Yeah, it's not bringing any money into our...
Well, I mean, if you're a maid and get paid to, then it does bring money. But it's like the first chore you assign out if you get money, right? It's like, I'll hire a daily cleaner or a weekly cleaner to get the big stuff. Yeah. And we'll just kind of do the daily, like the little bits, and then they'll do the deep cleaning. It's like they'll clean our bathtub. They'll sweep and mop, or they'll mop, right? Anyway, and so it's like, oh, you're a homemaker, you're a stay-at-home mom. That's looked down on society. Why don't you go get a job and like actually make some money contribute to society, right? And right? And so it's that pressure for people to look down upon this low work. It really is, what's the word? Pervasively wrong, or I don't know how to explain it. Like it's like a cancer. Yeah. In that it will eat away at your soul, because if you're an adult, it is your responsibility to take care of these daily needs. Yeah. Right? Whether you farm it out as a family and you individualize, and somebody has responsibility for doing this chore and somebody else has a different chore, and when you all do your chores, it all gets done. Mm-hmm. Or whatever, however you choose to divide up the work. And like going to work every day and making the money so that we can have a house to care for, right? It's like these chores are often divided up. Some people, they're like, oh, it's equal. This housework, this daily chore stuff is equal. Whatever, however you choose to divide it up, right? It's also boring. Some people call it mindless, mundane. They're like, a monkey could do this stuff. Should have robots in my house like the Jetsons, do my daily work, right? And it's like, it's just mind-numbing and boring, and that's why some people don't like to do it. And then the third one is like, a lot of people are like, that's not my job, it's women's work, or you made the mess, you do it. It's like, it's outside myself, it's not my purview, it's not my responsibility. And so a lot of people like choose to have that not a part of their personal responsibility list of things to do because, that's beneath my status as a whoever you decide,
Well, and this thought just occurred to me too. These three things that we're witnessing here, there's nothing much I can't spin devalued. But those other two, what is it? Mundane
and mindless.
Mundane. I'm like,
you can't read backwards.
It's backwards on my screen. Mundane and mindless. I find solace.
Control your environment, your mind settles.
Yep. It's like I mean.
Well, and that's kind of what we're talking about with the later.
Oh, and so.
Anyway.
So yeah, it's nice. It's nice to settle into the mundane occasionally, and your mind can wander. Your mind can do other things. You can listen to an audiobook. I mean, before the kids did the dishes, I would do dishes and it would calm me.
Yeah.
It was
something that you could
something
control.
I could control that. I could scrub if I was agitated. Then getting that piece of burnt cheese off the dish.
Whatever it is. My sister Sarah enjoys this putting her house, her life in order for when she's upset as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it really can be therapeutic.
It can be,
and it's a thing that you can. So yes, it's mindless.
So we'll put therapeutic on there as well, but that's not one of the things.
Yeah.
But so therapeutic, it can be therapeutic. It's actually essential. If you do not take care of your house, I mean, you've seen the show Hoarders. It's disgusting. Ugh. Like being your environment controlling you instead of you controlling your environment.
Yes.
It's like you're the choice maker.
There is no peace in those circumstances.
No. And that's the last one. We should have put that first. It's the last one is peace. But anyway, so it's essential. Like if you own something, you take care of it. Like that's how I don't know, like that's what responsible citizens do is they take care of their things. They do what needs to be done to sustain life. I heard the best definition for an adult that I've heard in a long time. They said adults contribute more than they consume.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that. Yeah.
It's like that. That's what a mature adult is. And that's why kids are saying, adulting is hard. Yeah, because now you have to take care of your responsibilities instead of having somebody else do it for you, right?
And so these mindless and all these daily things that you think, I have to do this again. I have to do this again. I have to do this again.
Yeah.
There's
a reason for it.
Because your life is hard, but it'll be easier if you're used to work. And I have so many students that are just not even used to work.
It's like, I have to do something.
And it's like, but there's others that they just, this is light work.
Yeah, it's what you do.
It's what you do.
It's what you do. So it's basically, that's why we're saying it's essential. It's just what you do to be alive.
Yeah.
It's also creative. You are creating a home. You are creating a place to live. You are creating a atmosphere. Every human soul has a need to create in some way. Some people are musical, some people are artistic, some people are architects, like builders, creators, makers. Like it doesn't, like some people play sports and they create this event that is, you know what I mean? Like you can, creativity isn't like just something that you craftily produce and ta-da, I'm creative, but it's more than that. It's building something.
Well, and I even thought too, even if you're not creating something concrete, like
Yeah,
you're
it's
describing.
not. It doesn't have to
You
be
can be
temporal or
creating-
physical. Like
you
it's
can be creating-
tangible.
You can create a system in your mind. Oh, this is a smarter way to do this.
Right.
You know, if we did it this way, then it would be more efficient, and that's huge.
creative.
And that's huge. Like if you can't figure out how to do something better,
Right? Or like when so yeah, it doesn't have to be a tangible thing. It can be more intangible than that. But every human soul is creative. And when you are doing these daily things, you are creating a character, a way of being in the world. You are creating who you are. You are creating a home. You are creating a way of life that is better for you in the long run.
And you're creating a haven.
You're creating a home instead of just a house.
Yep.
And so that's one way to change the way you think about these daily things. It's like, I am being creative. I am using my need to build.
I can't wait for my family to come home to this nice house. I can't wait.
Or I can't wait to exist in this beautiful environment that I've created. And I'm not talking like expensive, fancy things.
No.
I'm talking about a feeling
Simple.
that you get.
Yeah.
And that's the third one is I didn't know how else to describe it, but peaceful. But you were saying like organized, peaceful. It calms you.
Place
You are
of order.
more, yes, a place of order. You are more anxious in a dirty, messy, unorganized place than you are in a clean, organized, everything in its place.
Yeah.
Space.
Yeah, I still remember, you know, when we were down in Central, where we used to live when we had a young family.
Oh yeah,
And,
in the southern part of where we
and
live, the state where we live.
Michelle was so sick because of her pregnancies that I would come home and the house wasn't in order.
No, it
and
couldn't
I'm not
be. I
blaming
could
her.
not stand up without falling over or throwing up. It was
and it's
awful.
like I come home from work and I just feel drained even more because I
so
still have
empty.
so many more things I had to do.
It's like you were up. You left before the kids were awake, and you got home after they were asleep. Sometimes you had and then you had to.
And it was stressful. And like
Take
I said,
care of
I'm not
me.
blaming. It was just.
No, it's just what it was.
It's just what it was.
And it was awful. It was awful to have this. Did everybody survive today? Great.
Yes.
You know, it's like nobody died. That's success. And we wanted to thrive.
We did.
And
it wasn't in the cards.
It wasn't. It is now.
It is now.
It is now. But we had to get through that hard time to become someone, right? These daily things that we did helped us become who we are today. And that's because of the everyday choice that you make is who you become the next day, right?
Yep.
It's like if you are someone who exercises.
Yep.
And you just choose every day, you get up and you do it. That is who you become, is someone who takes care of their body, right?
Yeah.
So if we think about these tasks as creative and beautiful things that we do that help us become awesome people and are so necessary for our daily living, if we think about it like that instead of the I don't wannas and this is so degrading and not my job, but because other people are so messy, I have to do it. Like, if you think about it that way,
it's a burden.
It's your soul.
Yeah.
But if you think about it in
I'm building this for my family.
Building idea of this is valuable and essential work that I am doing. These are so necessary to the fabric of society. If you think about it that way, then you are more likely to find joy and
And you'll-
happiness.
And you'll be
in
more
these
likely to
tasks.
pass on those skills to your kids too.
Yes, in a way
Like,
that's not degrading
right.
and devalued and mindless and empty and hurtful.
Right.
So, yeah. So, enjoy your week of finding a new way to think about work and the daily tasks that we all have. And find a new thought that works for you, because saying, ooh, I love cleaning toilets. That's not something I'm going to think yet, right? That's not something that my mind is going to believe.
Yeah.
So you need to tell yourself something every time you think negatively about work. You need to tell yourself something that you will believe.
Sure, I'm glad I don't have to go to the outhouse.
There you go. Start with that. Start with that, right? Start with a thankful thought.
I don't have to put on shoes.
Start with a new type
go
of
out.
idea. And gratitude is a great place to start if you don't know where else to begin.
Yeah.
And so find a new thought so that we can uplift the creative work that we do every day. Okay, have a great week.
Have a good week.
Bye.